Hi, and welcome to In Motion with Christina, tennis series, episode 2. In today's 30-minute upper body strength and stretch session, we'll focus on building strength in your upper body to help support your game and prevent injuries. We'll finish with relaxing stretch and a tennis ball massage to release tension and recovery. Let's get started. Meet me on your mat, seated tall on your sitting bones, hands resting gently beside your knees, long spine. Inhale wide into your rib cage. As you exhale, notch your head and begin to roll forward, folding between your knees. Pause to inhale at the bottom, exhale and softly roll back up vertebra by vertebra, stacking your spine with intention. Take a deep breath into your back and side. Imagine you fill in a soft cloud with air and exhale, roll down. Pause there, feel the softness. Exhale, rise slowly, letting the spine flow back up. Inhale to lift your chest and neck spine. Exhale, imagine your spine as a delicate string of pearls. Breath at the base. Then exhale to lift each pearl back up. Inhale, exhale, notch your head and roll. Take your hands towards your ankles. Inhale to your ribcage and exhale through your pursed lips. Looking beautiful. And last one. Inhale, open your ribcage wide and exhale, roll down. Inhale and exhale. Imagine that you're blowing flickering candles from cake. Glide all the way to seated position. Let's come to laying down on our back. So with your support, lay down, heels under hips, arms alongside of the body. Gently pull the belly button into your lower back, shoulders on the mat. Inhale, exhale, glide those arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, protract, and exhale, retract. Inhale, try to touch the ceiling with your fingertips, and exhale, draw your shoulder blades back together. Inhale and exhale. This exercise improves shoulders mobility and control, strengthens the muscles around the scapula. Come to a neutral position. Inhale, exhale, glide those arms towards your head, open your palms and draw half moon shape towards your glutes. Close your palms and draw them back up towards the ceiling. And continue. Rib cage is melting to the mat. Your core is engaged. Imagine your fingertips are dipped in pain and you're drawing a soft rainbow arc across the sky. Let the movement be smooth, as if painting a perfect semicircle in the air. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and draw that half moon shape. Beautiful. We're going to add on protract and retract. And again, half moon circle. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Breathe. Protract and retract. Inhale, exhale. Draw that arm circle. Your core is engaged, and reverse. As you reverse the circle, imagine gathering energy from the space around you. Retract and protract. And again, reverse. This exercise releases upper body tension, especially around the neck and traps. It also opens the chest and lengthens through the collarbones. Great warm-up exercise. Come to lay down on your right side. Make sure your hips and shoulders are aligned in one straight line with your legs bent and stacked. Stretch both arms forward, palms together, as if glued in front of your chest. Gently draw the top hip away from your waist to create a space through the spine. Inhale, exhale, glide that top arm all the way to beautiful diagonal. Your eyeliner is following. Inhale, exhale, glide it all the way back. Inhale, exhale, glide up towards the ceiling and carry on to diagonal. Let's think about arm as a book. As if you draw into the diagonal, you open in, and as you draw in back, you close in the book. Inhale and exhale. Your chest is opening, your arms is long and open. So we're going to stay there for extra. Inhale and exhale. Try to glide even more deep down. Inhale and exhale, come back. This is great for your spinal mobility. And let's change our sides. So make sure that the top hip is away from that body. Imagine that I would take a scarf and be able to slide it in between your waist and the mat because there is a great space. Inhale, exhale, glide that top arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, glide it beautifully to a diagonal. Inhale, exhale, glide it all the way back. Make sure that both of your hip bones are facing the same direction forward. Inhale, exhale, open that book. Open the chest, open the arm, lengthen arm. Inhale, exhale, glide back. Inhale, exhale. We're going to stay in the diagonal for extra inhale and exhale. And we just not sitting in the position, but we making sure that we glide in a little bit more down, opening more the chest and the arm. Inhale and exhale, come back. Beautiful spinal rotation. Come to 4-point kneeling position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Pull the belly button into your lower back and look to the edge of the mat so you create nice and long spine. If I would like to put a cup of coffee on your lower back, you won't spill it because it's nice and steady. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine and flex the body. Inhale to maintain, exhale, untuck the tailbone and bone by bone, draw into beautiful gentle arc. Shoulders away from ears. Inhale, exhale. Really scoop the belly in like a scared Halloween cat. Inhale, exhale, untuck the tailbone and bone by bone, come to a gentle arc, bone by bone. Inhale, exhale, push the mat away. Inhale to maintain and exhale, untuck the tailbone and draw your body into a gentle arc. Elbows are slightly bended. Let's come to neutral position and change to laying down on your back, arms alongside of the body, heels under hips, shoulders on the mat. Pull the belly button into your lower back and eyeliner all the way up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone and peel the spine off the mat all the way to your shoulder bridge. Inhale and exhale, start to roll down bone by bone, starting with upper body, middle and lower back. Inhale, exhale. Peel the spine off, really push those hips all the way up towards the ceiling so your glutes are activated. Inhale, exhale, roll back. Inhale, exhale, make sure that your toes are in the same direction as your knees. Nice and steady, like a train track. Inhale and exhale, bone by bone, roll back to all the way to the mat. Now bring your knees towards the chest and give yourself a nice hug before we start the full exercise. You can wobble from one side to another if that feels good. Now rock and roll to seated position and straight away come to laying down on your belly. Legs are mat width distance apart. Hands by your shoulders and gently put your forehead on the mat and scoop the belly in. That's very important. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, gently push into your arms and lift the head and chest off the mat. Look to the edge of the mat. Inhale and exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale, really scoop the belly in so you're not going to break your lower back, but you're going to be lifted. Inhale and exhale, lower. This breaststroke prep 1 gently stretches the front body and helps undo the effect of slouching or sitting for long periods. Picture yourself as a baby swan just starting to lift its head out of the water. Your hands support you, but the movement comes from your spine lengthening upward. Inhale, exhale, gently lift the head and chest off the mat, shoulders away from ears. Inhale to maintain and exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale, lift. This exercise trains the scapular stabilizers by keeping the shoulder blades anchored during control movement. And lower, scoop the belly in. Inhale, exhale, lift. Legs on the mat. Inhale and exhale, lower. And last one, breaststroke prep 1. Inhale, exhale, lift. Look to the edge of the mat. Inhale and exhale, lower. Let's add on. Place your arms alongside of the body, shoulders on the mat. Inhale, lift the shoulders and arms off the mat. Exhale, lift the head and chest off the mat like you flying. Inhale and exhale, lower. This exercise encourages stability and balance in the shoulders as they hover through movement. And lower. Imagine your elbows are soft wings floating just above the mat. They hover light and effortless, but they're fully connected to your back. And lower. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale to maintain. Scoop the belly in. Look to the edge of the mat. And lower. Everything is relaxed, a part of scooping the belly. Inhale, exhale, lift, and lower. Instead of pushing up, think of heat rising through your spine. Your upper body floats with strength, as if lifted by warm air. Inhale, lift shoulders and arms off the mat. Exhale, lift the head and chest. Fly movement. Inhale and exhale, lower. Scoop the belly in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lift the head and chest. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale, lower. Let's change and add on. Place your hands on your forehead. Inhale. Exhale, lift the head and chest off the mat, shoulders down, away from those ears. Inhale and exhale, lower. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift. This exercise encourages coordination through the entire back chain, especially the thoracic spine. And lower. Imagine that you extend like a wave rolling forward on the ocean, then gently draw back, letting the arms guide the motion, but never break the softness of your arc. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, lower. If you can hover off the mat just an inch, that counts too. Because every day and every practice, we make a great progress. So don't worry if you can't lift all the way up. Whatever you can lift, it's great. It counts. Inhale, exhale, lift. Hold in that position, breathe and lower. Beautiful. We're going to add on my favorite. So we're going to blend all three breaststroke reps into one movement, starting hands by shoulders. Inhale, exhale, lift. Scoop the belly in. Inhale, exhale, lower and change your arms. Inhale, lift shoulders and arms. Exhale, lift the head and chest. Inhale, exhale, lower and change your arms. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, lower. Imagine that this movement is like a chewing gum. Yeah, never stop. So this exercise is stretchy, elastic, soft, smooth, sticky, melty, bouncy, continuous, controlled, playful and transformative, and much more. And satisfying, of course. All right, let's transition your position to laying down on your back. Legs lengthen, hip distance apart, feet flex, both feet flex, arms alongside of the body. Pull the belly button into your lower back so the core is engaged already, and shoulders on the mat. Inhale, exhale, glide those arms up towards the ceiling and continue towards your head. Inhale, not the head, glide those arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, lift the head and chest and glide those arms in front of you. Inhale and exhale, lower. Inhale, not the head. Exhale, lift. Look at your feet. Inhale and exhale, lower. Inhale, nod your head. As you nod in your head, imagine that you hold a piece of lemon in between your chin and chest. So you're not pressing, but you just holding. So you're not breaking that neck. Inhale, nod the head. Exhale, lift. Shoulders away from ears. Beautiful activation in your fingers. Long arms. Inhale, nod the head. And exhale, lift. Look at those feet. Inhale and exhale, lower. Inhale, nod your head. Exhale, lift. Really feel the core engagement. Inhale and exhale, lower. Beautiful. This is a first modification for full exercise. Roll up. Inhale and exhale, lower. I know it's probably burning right now, but that's okay. We all together in this, and we are here to practice, to get stronger. So don't give up on me. Lower on your mat. Inhale, exhale. We're going to add on. Glide your arms towards your head. Inhale, nod the head. And exhale, start to lift from your head all the way to beautiful seated position. Inhale, exhale. Gently pull the belly button in and roll down vertebra at the time. Imagine each vertebra is a page in a book, slowly turning forward one by one. This exercise strengthens the abdominals, improves spinal articulation, and increases flexibility in the hamstrings and spine. Also develops body awareness and breath coordination. So think about your inhale and exhale. It's going to help you massively to go through each movement. Inhale and exhale, lift all the way up, long spine, shoulders away from ears. Inhale, exhale, scoop the belly in and bone by bone come all the way down. And last one, trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. Inhale and exhale, roll down vertebra at the time. Great job, you guys. Now glide your arms all the way down to the mat. And guess what? We are going to add on full exercise. Roll up. Inhale, exhale. Glide your arms all the way up towards the ceiling and towards your head. Inhale, not the head. Glide the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, start to lift and up and over. Inhale and exhale, roll all the way down. Think of your spine like a wave curling up and over your legs. Feet are flexed. Inhale, exhale, scoop the belly in and roll bone by bone. This exercise develops body awareness and breath coordination. It also builds control in transitions between supine and seated position. Inhale, exhale, lift your shoulders and arms like rising sun rays and follow them into the day. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, nod your head. Exhale, roll. Keep your legs on the mat. Inhale, exhale. I know it's quite advanced exercise, but you can do it. This is great for your coordination, for core engagement, and also strengthening the whole body. Last two, you can do it. Inhale, nod your head. Exhale, start to roll all the way up and over. Inhale and exhale, scoop the belly in and bone by bone come all the way down. And last one, I promise. Inhale, exhale, roll. Imagine that in between your body and legs is a ball, so you're reaching up and over, and roll to a seated position. Legs extended and open mat width and arms outstretched. Long spine, shoulders away from those ears and look in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, rotate the spine. Reach front arm toward opposite foot like sewing the pinky toe. Inhale, come back and exhale, rotate. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, saw. Inhale, roll back and exhale, glide to the center. As you reach your opposite hand to the foot, think of polishing the pinky toe with the edge of your pinky finger. Light, controlled, and graceful. Keep your back tall like a candle flame, even as you rotate. Don't let it flicker or collapse. Keep the lift even in the fold. This exercise improves spinal rotation and flexibility, stretches hamstrings and your back. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Long arms, beautiful connection with your arms and fingers. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. You're doing such a great job. Let's come to seated position, legs bended, arms in front of us. Inhale, exhale. Gently pull the belly button into your lower back and create a C shape. You can bring your feet towards your body if you feel like they're lifted. Inhale, exhale, roll back. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Long arms, shoulders away from ears. This is just a modification for what is coming next. Inhale and exhale, roll back. Beautiful. We're going to add on, roll the spine down halfway, then rotate to one side, return to the center, and come back up. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale to the C shape. Then rotate to the left. Return to the center and come back. With your fingertips, imagine you're painting a slow, wide spiral into the space behind you, led by your ribs, not just your arms. Inhale, exhale. Come up like you are being zipped back through your center. Strong and centered, not rushed. Inhale, exhale. As you roll back and twist, imagine you're wriggling out your waist like a juicy orange. Slow, controlled, and full of strength from your center. And let's do two more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, come all the way back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, reach diagonally, come back and roll back. Well done. Now bring your body into a mat and then glide your knees towards the chest. Give yourself a nice stretch and catch your breath. You deserve it. You can wobble from one side to another. And let's rock and roll to a seated position and straight away to stretch spine forward. You can take your tennis ball. If you don't have it, don't worry. But if you have it, bring it right in front of your body. Inhale, exhale, nod your head and start to roll halfway down. Stretch that spine. Inhale and exhale, roll all the way back, bone by bone. Beautiful. Shoulders away from those ears. Inhale, exhale, nod your head. Flex those feet and long legs. Inhale, long arms, and exhale, start to roll from your lower back, middle, upper back, and your head. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. And as you're doing this exercise, try to go a little bit more down. So we're not just sitting in the exercise, but we're really practicing as much as we can. Beautiful. Let's put the tennis ball on a side, lay face down with legs long and slightly apart, forehead resting on the mat. Place hands under shoulders, elbows bent and close to the ribs. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, press gently into the hands and lift the chest, extending the upper spine. Keep the pelvis grounded. Inhale to hold and exhale to lower down with control. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale to maintain and exhale, lower with control. Really scoop the belly in. It's very important. As you lift it, you scoop in the belly in and everything is lifted. So you're not breaking your lower back. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift. Shoulders away from ears. Elbows are slightly bended and look in front of you. Imagine that you are like a baby cobra basking in the sun, lifted but calm. This exercise improves thoracic mobility and teaches proper engagement for safe back extension. Inhale, exhale, lift, look in front of you, shoulders away from those ears. Inhale and exhale, lower. Beautiful. This is your modification number one. Let's add on. Inhale, exhale, lift. And as you're going down, lift your lower body up and push into your hands and up. Down, up. Down, up. Imagine that you are like a boat rocking on calm water. Smooth, wave like a movement between chest and legs. Let's imagine that you are a seesaw, moving in harmony between front and back. This is great for your balance. It also deepens control in spinal extension, engages glutes, hamstrings, and spinal muscles. Great job. Let's push ourselves from the mat and come to 4-point kneeling position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Flex feet. Zip the corset around the waist. Inhale, hover those knees off the mat. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hover. Exhale, lower. Really zip the corset around the waist. Let's imagine that on your lower back is tray full of champagne glasses. And as you're lifting and lowering, you won't be able to spill any of those because your spine is long, your core is engaged, and your position is steady and beautiful. All right, let's add on. So let's come to plank position. Wrist under shoulders and long legs. Lift the right leg off the mat and lower. Left and lower. Flex foot both. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Make sure that you look to the edge of the mat so you create nice and long spine. Imagine that in the middle of your body is a long line. Carry on all the way from your head and forward. Beautiful. Now shift to shelf stretch position and give yourself a time for a little breath. You can wobble from one side to another, and let's come back to that position. So plank position, wrist under shoulders, long legs. Now lift the right leg off the mat, point, flex, and lower. Now left, lift, point, flex, and lower. This is a great exercise for your coordination. Let's make sure that the balance is in the center. So everything is zipped around, everything is lifted, your core is doing the most work. Shoulders away from those ears, and your elbows are slightly bended. Hold it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it too. Few more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Beautiful, great job. Now shift to shell stretch position and catch your breath. Take a time. Breathe, catch the breath. Long arms, forehead on the mat. Inhale, exhale, roll back to seated position. And let's come to our last exercise today. So let's make sure that your hips are in the same line as your shoulders and your arms. Legs are bended. The top leg is on the top of the bottom leg. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift. Lengthen those legs and come to a rainbow arc. Inhale, exhale, lift. Really push away from the mat and lower. Picture your side ribs lifting and opening like a seashell, unfolding, gentle, expanding, and spacious. The bend comes from length and lift. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale, lower. Now we're going to add on. Inhale, exhale, lift, and glide your arms towards your head and back together. Imagine that you are a bridge between earth and sky. Hand presses down, ribs lift up, top arm arcs like a tree growing sideways into space. Inhale, exhale, reach everything. Feel the side bend stretch and lower. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale, lift. This is one of the most advanced exercise, Pilates exercise. So well done for you to try that. Okay, let's come to the left side. And again, let's think about the hips in the same line as your shoulder and arm. Legs are in front of you, bended. Inhale, exhale, really shift and lift those hips all the way up and lower. Inhale, exhale, lift. Think about your corset wrapping around the waist. When everything is lifted and engaged, your body is much more lighter to lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, lower. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale, lift. Flow into the side bend like you're riding the curve on an ocean wave. Lift it, arc, and fluid. The energy flows from fingertips to toes. And at the arm, inhale, exhale, lift. And couple more. Inhale, exhale. You can do it. Look at that bridge. Look at the rainbow. And lower. Inhale, exhale, lift. Shoulders away from those ears and draw the beautiful half moon shape with your arm. Inhale, exhale, lift. Really push the waist all the way up and lower. Beautiful. Great job, you guys. Now come to your comfortable seated position. Really shake, 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 shake your hands after the great workout. And let's push both wrists forward, shoulders away from those ears, long arms. Feel the stretch in your arms. Be very gentle here. No need to overdo. And reverse. Really gently breathe. Your fingertips are facing your knees, shoulders away, long arms. Breathe. Now let's change. Take your right arm, cross the body, hook the left arm, and look diagonally to the right. No need to break your head and your neck here. Really just glide it diagonally. Shoulders away from those ears. And breathe. And changed. Left arm across the body, right hook. And look to the left. Look diagonally. Shoulders away. You can close your eyes for a second to feel the stretch in your shoulders after this beautiful workout that you've done today. Now let's bend your right arm, take the left, glide the right arm towards the left side and push gently the head towards your right arm. Shoulders away from ears. You can close your eyes again and breathe. If you wish, you can gently glide to the left side for a bigger stretch of the side body. Come back and let's change. Left arm bended to the left side and push into your left arm. And breathe. Let's just don't sit in the stretch and try to breathe into the arm even more. All right, let's shake those arms again. Shake, 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 shake. Now take your tennis ball or any ball and let's lay down on the mat. But before, place your ball right next to your scapula and gently lay down on that ball. Glide your arms up towards the ceiling. The left arm place on the mat and the right one start to glide towards the arm and away. So this exercise targets tight muscles. It also helps to relieve knots and trigger points that build up from posture, overuse, or stress. This gliding movement of the arm while pressure is applied promotes hydration and muscle sliding, restoring better range of motion in the shoulder joints. Now you can glide the arm right towards your head and back towards your glutes. Freeze up stuck tissues around the scapula, allowing for smoother and more functional shoulder blade movement during lifting or reaching. And let's change. So let's place the tennis ball right next to your left shoulder blades and glide it all the way up towards the ceiling, right arm on the mat, and glide it away and towards. Enjoy the uncomfortable feeling. I always enjoy a little bit more pressure on my tight muscles. Really take your time. You can close your eyes here and change. So glide the arm towards your head and towards your glutes. Breathe. The most important is breathe in here as well, and be gentle towards your body. No need to overdo. If you feel that this is very uncomfortable and unbearable pain, you can always change. All right, let's change now. Let's rock and roll to a seated position. Legs crossed. Take your tennis ball right behind your body, utilize your hands and really push the ball all the way down to open the chest. And now glide both arms forward. This is great for your shoulders, for tight shoulders. This should loosen them. I put my forehead on the mat. If you can't go all the way down, that's okay too. But just feel the relaxation. And now push your hands, lift that body, and place your tennis ball on your feet. Inhale, glide your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hug your body and lower. And again, big inhale. Thank you very much for showing up today, for keep moving with me. Subscribe and take care. And I'll see you in episode number 3.